Hello everyone. Sorry for the kind of low-res face cam I got going on right now, but I have a really good camera. It's a really good GoPro, but I really couldn't bring myself to set it up today. So I normally don't do these vlog things, but I want to address the fact that a few streams ago I was really depressed. And I'm sorry that was on stream. It wasn't just because nobody showed up, which the next stream, many people showed up, to be fair. It could have been anything. The thing is, it doesn't matter, because that was just that tiny thing that is on top of a whole bunch of stuff that's going on in my life. But I do apologize that it was on stream. I think it's good that it was set off, because it made me force it. It made me force. Wow. Today's stream is going to be really good. I'm streaming in less than 20 minutes. Crap. Maybe I should get this done and over with. But yeah, it set off a whole bunch of stuff and forced me to look at what was going on in my life, which is unfortunately a lot of waiting. But I've got some bullet points here because my mind is completely scattered, and it probably will be for a while. But my physical life has drastically changed. I am unable to work. I physically can't work. I can barely pick anything up. I can barely walk. I know sometimes I like to be a little bit energetic on stream. I pay for that after the stream. That's why a lot of times I can only stream for so long, and sometimes my streams are shorter than the 3.5 I tried to shoot for. 3.5 hours, that is. As far as money, I'm about to run out of my 401k. I cashed that out. Luckily, my roommate is here to help me out, but I'd rather not depend on him. Kind of why I've been pushing so hard for Twitch, just to at least help out around the house a little bit. This house that I bought, by the way, it's not paid for yet, but I sunk all my money into this house, and I had a job that had me on a disability insurance that should have covered me for this to happen. The problem was Cigna, which will probably trigger a lot of people, rightfully so, screwed me. I'm currently waiting on a lawsuit against them because they decided I was fine to go and work, even though I approved with many doctors and physical therapists that I could not. Out of 10, I have a 0.5 in ability to do anything. 0.5. That's a very low number, and it's very, very fucking frustrating, especially since I have to deal with that and the not being able to. I used to be able to pick up hundreds of pounds all day long. It's a big fucking change. But I'm also waiting on my disability. I'm currently in the very large queue to go see a judge. Most likely when I see the judge, I'll be approved. But unfortunately, I have to wait. And waiting is the hardest part because you're always thinking about it. It's like, I want this over with. I want some type of financial stability so that I can focus on other things, like making videos and streaming, and maybe trying to find another source of income, because I don't want to be on disability. It's the last thing I want to do. I want to be able to work. I want to be able to support myself. I want to be able to pay off this house that I bought, that I put such a big down payment on it, and I'm not even halfway to paying it off. To be fair, a house takes 30 years to pay off anyway in most cases, but still. I don't stream every day, and one of the reasons for that is because I have aquatherapy on Monday and Wednesday. I tried regular physical therapy, and after every time I worked out, which was barely moving at all, I would have 2 bad days. Now let me tell you what a bad day is. There's a pain scale between 1 and 10. 1 is normal, which I've never known, and 10 is lying in bed unable to move. Just, it hurts so much that you can't move. My normal day is a 7. When I did regular physical therapy, the day after would be an 8 or a 9. Very bad. And as far as being able to work out on a day that was 8 or 9, which I get randomly normally, I couldn't. With aquatherapy, thankfully, I've been able to do that, and it doesn't trigger those bad days. Doesn't mean I don't have them, I just have them less. My good days are 6. Yeah. Now, what I mean by all this pain is I have fibromyalgia. I was diagnosed with it by multiple doctors. It took us a long time to diagnose it because there's no test, unfortunately. You just have to rule everything else out. One of them was sticking needles in various joints and electrocuting myself, which was weird and painful. That was for a nerve conductivity test. But we also figured out that I've probably had fibromyalgia since I was a kid. My parents and my doctors always said that I had growing pains. And it's normal, I'll grow out of it. So back then, to be fair, it wasn't a lot. It was between like a 3 and a 4 most of the time. So my legs, dear Lord, my legs, I can talk. This is going to be an interesting stream. My legs always ached, always. And now I know why. After a long period of physical and mental stress at work, my fibromyalgia flared big time, and it has not gone down since. So that 3 or 4 that I was used to is now 7, sometimes an 8, sometimes a 9. Just not fun. But yeah, also the other thing on top of all the stress was my doctor's office, the one that was really good and I was lucky to find, closed. And the people that were in charge of all the files weren't doing their job as far as giving the information to, one, a rheumatologist that I finally found after a year and a half. Medicaid makes it very hard to find good doctors. And my new doctor, they wouldn't send the files to. The only files they had was the medication list that I brought in. That's how bad it is. So, hopefully that's something I can at least work at and get fixed. Because I have all those files myself downstairs, so I can take those in manually if I have to. I shouldn't have to. That's not what you're supposed to do. But that's what happens when you're on Medicaid. Medicaid means that the state right now is paying for my medical bills, which I thank them for immensely. Because without this... I'll cover it up so you can't really see it. Without this, there's pills in there. Without this is Lyrica. I failed on every other form of antidepressant and pain medication. Failed completely. That brings my pain level down to 7. Without that, my normal days would be 8. That's what it was like when I first started. And it took me a long time to come to terms with that because I can't mentally block it out anymore. I think as a kid, because it was so low, I was able to mentally block out the pain. When I wake up, it feels like it's a 10. I can't move. I have to just lay there and wait for my mind to completely wake up. And then eventually the pain subsides and I can sit up and struggle to get up out of bed. But yeah. So I don't like doing this video because it feels like I'm complaining and I can't even speak. But the fact of the matter is, you guys need to know what I'm going through. You need to know why sometimes I just duck out in the middle of a stream. It's not because I want to, it's because I don't have a choice. But anyways, let's get back on track. I'm almost done, I promise. But yeah, after I get out of bed, after that pain subsides a little bit, I get up and do like everybody else does. I brush my teeth. And on the days like when I stream, like today, that's why my hair is all clean. When I shower, which is just basically every other day, I used to shower every day. I have to sit, I have a chair, I have a shower chair, like an old man, that I have to sit in order to wash myself. And it's difficult even then, which is embarrassing, honestly. And the reason I haven't made this video is because I guess it's because I am man, and that is embarrassing, and I should be able to pick myself up by my bootstraps. Unfortunately, I can't pick anything up anymore. Can't pick up a gallon of milk. Can't pick up a half gallon of milk. My roommate helps me out with my big gallon of tea, He has to port for me till it's about halfway done, and then I can struggle to do it myself. He's great for doing it, so thank you very much. But the bright point on all of this is all of you guys. My numbers are steadily rising on YouTube. Some of my videos have many more views than they did before, and even though that one stream nobody showed up, I keep having more and more people come and watch me on Twitch, which is humbling. And you guys donating to me, it helps so much. I'm trying to get some, well, I do have some shirts available right now, but there was just a thing launched with Streamlabs where I can make some shirts and jackets and stuff like that for you guys to buy. I don't know if the quality's good, because I don't know the quality of it. It should be. I should hope so. It's not hard. It's just printing stuff on top of a shirt that they already have. It's got probably silk screening or something like that. But I want to be able to give you guys something. Unfortunately, I can't just give it to you because I have no money. But if I could, if I had subscribers up to a certain point, I would probably try to give them like a free shirt every other month or something like that. I don't know how I would track that. But if I ever get to that point and I have multiple subscribers at multiple tiers, then I think those tiers will have more to offer them. It's something I need to go through and figure out, and any input from you guys would be great. But I do appreciate every single one of you. I'm surprised how quickly I had people subscribe to me when I was able to become affiliate, which is humbling. Thank you. It like I said, it doesn't help a lot, but it helps, because otherwise, without my roommate and you guys, I'd be out on the street. I would have lost my house, I would have lost my car. Since I can't work, that's what would happen, and that's scary. I think you can see why I was so depressed on that Friday stream. But anyways, I do appreciate you guys. I really do. You helped me out more than I ever would have thought. And I hope to be able to continue doing videos and streaming. And eventually I hope I can do it as my job, because I can't do much else. If I could, I would. If I could go back to work right now, I would. I made a lot of money there. I wasn't able to stream, but I was still able to do my videos. Oh, and speaking of videos, my hard drive crashed. There's an external hard drive sitting right here that has been on for the past week. And let's see here. I'm looking at the data recovery software right now. Yeah, the bar has gone up, I want to say a 16th. I'm trying to recover all of my recording from my latest Let's Play that I'm doing, which is, I want to say, 50 hours worth of gameplay footage. That's demoralizing. That really helped. That happened after the stream, but it definitely didn't help my state of mind after the stream. But anyways, I've got to run this down because I'm going to need to upload pretty quickly. So hopefully you guys didn't mind all my rambling. Hopefully you enjoyed my nonsense. So there's a lot of it. If you can, I'd love if you could comment and like, subscribe, do all that. Come watch me on Twitch. I'd love that. But anyways, this has been Boylag, signing off.